Hi guys, welcome to part 7 of the Scrap Mark 6 Escort restoration. Priority for me at the moment is getting this A-pillar rubbed down and painted. That's my first job right now. Well guys, that's the first coat of etch primer after rubbing it all down. It's looking good. It's where I expect it to be at this stage. There is some imperfections still visible, as you can see, but hopefully I'll get them on the high build stage. The A-pillar is now in primer and it looks really good. I did have to apply a little bit more of the fine filler just in some of the little imperfections. It's really good stuff, that, guys. I'm going to take it up the house once I've given it a clean out. It's full of bits of rubbish. I'm going to take it up the house and get this in white, the first coat of white, which will be rubbed down in a few days' time. Get it in white, let it bake, rub it down again, and then the whole car will be flashed over in the top coat. Well, I'm pleased to say that's the A-pillar done and out of the way. I gave the car a quick wipe down just to see if I could see any dents, and it looks good. Haven't seen any yet. I'm going to have to leave this A-pillar now for about a week because I do expect sinkage in the areas where I've applied the filler. I got the paint as deep into the seal as possible. I'll get wax on in there as well when things start going back on. But yeah, I've got a week now, pretty much give or take, before I can touch that A-pillar. So I'm going to start sorting out mirrors, side skirt covers, rear suspension and tyres. I have bought 4 AO Telly tyres, P607s, I think they are. Let's have a look. I managed to fit 2. We had a wet day the other day. P607s. I managed to fit 2 on this side. Going to get the other 2 fitted. I wouldn't say they were budget tyres, but I wouldn't say they were, that expensive either. Mid-range tyres. These are the tyres I'm fitting now. Very similar tread pattern to the Maxis. So there'll be 4 AO Tellys on the car. C-rated fuel, B-rated grip. Can't moan at that for, middle of the road tyres. Time to get them fitted. Well, I've cleaned the first wheel up. It doesn't look too bad, but it doesn't look great. And without spending hours on this, that's probably as good as I'm going to get. But I will use bead seal as well before putting the tyre on, which will hopefully help, because these old alloys are notoriously difficult to seal. What's this wheel now? 25, nearly 30 years old, I guess. I'll also fit a new valve as well. First wheel on the old balancer, and it's coming back as 1570. Not too bad, not great. Let's get it balanced. 5.5 0.0. The 5.5 probably wouldn't have mattered, not really, especially on the back, but at least we know one's balanced. 3 to go. Second wheel, guys. 45 and 110. Oh no. You can see there's buckle in this wheel. Ideally, I'll mark this one and put it on the back if I can get it balanced. I have managed to balance it, 0.0. However, it's definitely buckled. It's taken a lot of masses to get it balanced. Number 3. 25-35. That's better. That's a better wheel. Zero, 0. 1 to go. Fourth and final wheel, 35-65. Not bad, not great. And fourth wheel, 0-0. I think it's safe to say none of these wheels are great, but they won't be staying on the car. I'm not too much of a fan of the white wheel, to be honest, but they're all balanced. Time to move on to the plastics. I've dug out the mirrors and I'm going to try and take them out of the casings, simply because this one here is cracked. So I'll repair that crack and get them painted. Well, that was really straightforward. Get yourself a flat-headed screwdriver. On the inside of the mirror, pop the glass off. The glass is literally just clipped in to here and here. Then one screw on the inside, this cover comes off, pulls down through the wire, and then three smaller, it's a bit windy, 3 smaller screws on the inside, which keeps the mechanism in place. So that'll just feed through now, and that case will be free. Okay guys, so the crack isn't actually that bad. There's no pieces missing. I'm going to get it cleaned up on the inside using the pre-wipe. I'm then going to hit it on the inside with the multi-tool, create a rough surface for the fiberglass mat to adhere to. 2 or 3 layers of fiberglass mat on the crack. On the underneath, what I will then do is, because it'll have rigidity, I'm going to hit it with the multi-tool on the outside, ever so slightly, and then use the soldering iron to fuse the two together. I'll rub it down and then use the plastic flexible filler. Then rub that down, then it'll be ready to prime and paint. 3 layers of fiberglass on the inside, flexible filler on the outside. I used a cheap old soldering iron to fuse the crack. These are the front side skirt covers, rocking horse poo in the Escort world. I couldn't find any in my stash, so these I've ordered 3D printed ones. They arrive really rough, so I'm gonna have to fill and smooth those too. I'm gonna leave those for now. I'll show you those in part 8. However, I do have a question for you. Okay, so this is my question. When I bought the car, it had a full set of Pi suspension, front and rear. I think it was dropped 35mm, maybe 40, but I had to remove the back. So currently on the back of the Escort, it's just standard Mark 6 springs and shockers. I had to remove it because of a snapped coil spring. I have bought replacement coil springs, but I've also noticed that this one's leaking and I think they're ready for the scrap pile. Let me know, is there a service kit you can get for these? If you know, can you refurbish them, or are they ready for the scrap? Seems like a bit of a waste for the sake of a seal and a bit of oil and a bit of time, but I don't think anyone bothers with these. They are only a cheap set. So that's my first question. My second question is, do you think I'm going to encounter any problems fitting the lowered coil springs to the standard suspension? I think they're a 40mm drop, but I can't find anything about that code on the internet. I think they're a 40mm drop. My concern is, with the Cabriolet being a bit of a heavier car, I risk bottoming out on the back. I don't know. I think I'm just going to try it, but if you've got any experience of this, do let me know. The car is visibly higher at the back than at the front, which is what you would expect. It's just got standard suspension on the back. But yeah, let me know, guys, if you've got any ideas. I'm going to leave it here for part 7. Part 8 will be uploaded Sunday, 8 PM next week. In the meantime, check out the links below. Please let me know if you've got any ideas regarding the suspension. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.